Now, finally, you see this big map behind me, which I'm going to turn to in a second. And Dr. Acton and I just had a great talk about the map before we came in. I always say that we should celebrate what we value. Celebrating success is the way to get more success. And this map, when I get into it, this map is a source of optimism that you have provided us, a reason to be optimistic about where we are in this fight against coronavirus. And I always say that to my kids, if you sacrifice now, you'll see the dividends later. Well, I want to turn and point to this map. As you see, this is, the red indicates that people haven't made any real travel restrictions since the coronavirus outbreak occurred. And the closer you get to the gray side, the less travel people have done. Essentially, the more they have been compliant with the travel restrictions and the social distancing, so to speak, that we've asked people to do, because we know that it works. We know that it's the biggest thing that we can do to slow the spread and to give us hope that we are going to get through this healthier and in a more timely manner. And as you see, Ohioans, you've been great. You really have followed the guidance that the governor has asked and Dr. Acton has asked. We've all asked of each other, not in this room, but all of Ohioans, I know all 11.7 million are asking of each other, and most people have done it. And what we hope, and this is through the week of March the 23rd, because a lot of the data lag, and we hope that these sacrifices that you're making now are going to show up in the modeling that will be coming in the future. And that's why we're optimistic, because we're going to get the new data. Dr. Acton will have access to it in the near future, but we're hopeful that our futures will be changed. Our destiny is changed by your actions. And this doesn't mean we should let up a bit. This means if you stick to this and we see this through, we're going to come out the other side stronger. And it's been discussed here before at our 2 o'clock news conferences that thinking is going into this already. The governor announced the business task force that's beginning to give thought to this. We have staff that's beginning to give thought to this. As business owners, I get this question a lot. What's the future look like? And one of the things that we're doing here, you have to source up. You have to plan for that day when you're going to be able to do, you're going to see fewer restrictions, but we're still going to have to practice safe workplaces. So, as you're a business owner out there, think about this. How are you structuring the inside of your business? Do you have a plan in place? Who's going to be in charge of enforcing that plan? Do you have the resources, the cleaning materials, maybe the face masks, even the cloth ones like the governor was just talking about? All of those things help create a safe workplace, which will which will make sure that we stay healthy once we come out of this, and that we can make sure that you don't have an outbreak in your workplace, because the last thing we want any business to do in the future is to start the spread again by not practicing these safe workplace measures. And think about those things, source them now, think about planning for that future. That's what we're doing in state government. We're thinking about that day. What do we need to be ready? But there's every reason to be optimistic that if you stick to what you're doing, that there is hope that things will be better as the new data starts to come in. And so I think a lot of people are looking for that source of optimism, and you provide it by your actions. And so we're really grateful for the compliance and the great work that people are doing out there. Governor?